If you're coming across this video and you're wondering, should I make the move? It might not even be San Diego. It might not be California, anywhere. If your heart is pushing you to say, I want to move, honestly, if you can do it and you can afford it, I say go for it 100%. Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sharifa. If you're new here, welcome. Love to have you. If you're clicking on my video for the very first time, welcome here. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. All right, as you can see by this title here, I'm here to spill all the tea. Yes, I know some of y'all are like, where the hell is this girl at? Where you been? But I'm here to spill all the tea on why we moved from Texas all the way to California. I'm going to tell you guys all about it, so just keep on watching. All right, I know first of all, a lot of people are like, Texas to California? You're doing this backwards, girl, but I know it's very, very odd. But yes, we did move from Texas to California. I was living in Houston, Texas, and we are currently now living in San Diego, California. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So yes, we are officially San Diegans, and we are loving it. So yeah, we moved from Texas to California. I have been in San Diego, California now for 18 months, or about 19 months, I think it is. No. I have been here for 19 months now as of today, and I absolutely love it. So let's go ahead and get into the details of why we actually moved to San Diego. Like, why did we choose San Diego? So let's backtrack a little bit. I'm going to take it back to 2018. That was actually my very first time that I visited California, and it wasn't even San Diego. At the time, I don't even think I had really explored San Diego. So yeah, the very first time I was here was in 2018, and I fell in love with California, you guys. I was in the Orange County area, and it was absolutely beautiful. It just felt like me. Like, this is where I'm supposed to be, and I knew it. And I remember then I went to the beach and I was like, oh my God, I want to live here and I'm going to live here. And I left it at that. And that, like I said, that was in 2018. So fast forward to 2019, my husband and I, we got married in 2018, and I remember we were very open as far as moving or where we wanted to be. We weren't necessarily looking for California. I knew in the back of my mind I really loved Cali, but I was like, girl, I can't afford it. It's never gonna happen. You guys, I was applying out of Texas, to different states, and it was crazy. I was just applying everywhere. I don't really remember applying for my job that I have now, to be honest. It just kind of God just really came through with this one. I honestly didn't entertain it when it first came about because I just felt like I'm not moving. As much as I was saying I was ready to move, I really wasn't ready to move. I mean, I've lived in Texas, in Houston. I've lived in Houston for over 20 years at the time. So that was home. My whole family's in Houston. My husband's family's in Houston too. So like I said, again, I did just speak it into existence that I wanted to live in California. And a year later, a job opportunity came about, and it just worked out. It worked out perfectly. Number one reason for moving to San Diego obviously was because of my job. The second reason why I was open to moving to San Diego, to be honest, was I was ready for a change. I have been living in Houston for, like I said, over 20 years, and I was just ready for something different, something to push me out of my comfort zone, something to just make me just feel alive. And honestly, San Diego did it for me. I felt like so much at peace moving here, and it was crazy because I never ever thought I, Sharifa, would be the one to leave Houston. Like, what? You left Houston, girl? Yes, I did. My husband and I, we were open to change. We were open to where we wanted to be. As much as we wanted to stay in Houston, we were open to moving out of Houston. At some point, you guys, we were actually in St. Louis, but that's besides the point. I wanted a new environment. I wanted something that would just take me out of my comfort zone, and boy, did it. We moved here knowing nobody. We don't have any family, no friends. It was just us. So we moved here, no friends, no family, just my husband and I. It was insane. And I'm so glad I did it because it's really, really pushed me out of my comfort zone. Like, you guys, I never thought that I was strong enough to do something like this. And if you're coming across this video and you're wondering, should I make the move? It might not even be San Diego. It might not be California, anywhere. If your heart is pushing you to say, I want to move, honestly, if you can do it and you can afford it, I say go for it 100%. You wouldn't have no regrets. It might be difficult initially, but to be honest with you, it will be so well worth it. My happiness is like through the roof right now. I have so much peace of mind. We're just like, we love it out here. We're getting to explore. I ended up moving right before COVID, so I know it was a little shaky, to be honest. It was really rough in 2020 in terms of like social life, but it's been okay. So I know you're wondering, girl, how are you doing it? Long distance marriage? Like, just you? Like, you moved to San Diego by yourself? Well, to be honest, yes, I did. It was a little rough at first, but right after I moved down here, my husband started applying as well. He couldn't necessarily leave his job because he was under a contract. So it was a lot of traveling back and forth for us. We did travel back and forth for for like 6 months, which is crazy, but we made it work. And at the time, we were paying like 3 different house bills. It was crazy. All right, so in terms of the process of us moving to San Diego, first step that I did was I secured a job first. I'm not moving anywhere without a job. I know other people are open to that. You know, they just want a fresh start. But personally, I'm not moving anywhere without a job. I'm just not doing that. And so first step was securing a job. The next step was getting our stuff from Houston to San Diego. So brief timeline, it was November 2019. I literally got off the plane from Singapore, had to pack up a couple of luggages in Houston, and I got my car shipped that same day, I believe, because I was leaving the next day. So I had to catch a flight from Houston to San Diego that next day after I got back from Singapore, which was insane. Okay, ice. And luckily for me, my company actually relocated us out here, so they paid for 100% of everything. So they moved our cars, our belongings, like, so from Houston to San Diego, they paid for a full pack, which they come pack up your stuff in your house, and then they drive it all the way here. So it was a moving company, which was absolutely amazing. If you can do that, honestly, that's probably the simplest way to move, like, from state to state, because had it not been for that, I think I would be super stressed out moving. Okay, it was too much. So yes, they did relocate me out here. So all of our stuff was moved very seamlessly. The next step was for me to secure a place here. So when I first moved here, I had to stay in a hotel for a month just so that I can try to make sure that I found the best place for us to stay. Like I said, I moved here initially by myself, and then my husband joined right after. So I had a month to secure a place, but unfortunately it was like around the holidays, so it was very, very difficult to find where I wanted, and availability was like insane. There was no availability anywhere. So I did end up staying another month before I ended up finding a spot in San Diego, which was in January. So for 2 months, I wasn't in an apartment. So job secured, all my stuff got moved in January when I got my apartment, and then COVID hit, right? And then you're like, oh crap, what are we doing? You know, I got to explore, I got to know myself better, I got to spend time with myself, and it was great, you know. But then you get to the point where, you know, you want to be social, and like the social life was very difficult in 2020. Things are getting better now, you know, like COVID and everything, like the restrictions have been eased, so we're able to like socialize a little bit. So, you know, we meet people. I'm an avid meetup girl. Like, I love meetup, and it's been so helpful, you know, even just, you know, meeting up with neighbors and things like that. So San Diego has been amazing so far. I have no regrets. Honestly, like, I couldn't see myself living anywhere else but here for now. I absolutely love it here. The peace of mind is like no other. I feel like my quality of life is just so much better now. I am happy. My husband is happy. We love it here. Like, we love being here. I'll probably do another, like a part 2 of this, to like the pros and cons of us living here, and I'll fill you guys in more about that. So I'll talk about, you know, what I like about living here and what I don't like, or what I miss about Houston. As of right now, this is home for us. We're really happy here, and I'm so excited to see what God has in store for us here. I mean, it's been amazing so far. God has really, really come through, and all this couldn't be possible if it wasn't for God. So I'm very, very grateful, and I'm so thankful every single day that I get to say I am here in San Diego. I know a lot of people worry about like the different aspects of like, you know, moving in terms of like finances and everything, but if you believe that you can, I strongly suggest that you should. I really do. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, just leave them down below. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions from anyone that's looking to like relocate, or, you know, have questions about San Diego. So feel free to drop your comments or your questions down below, and I'll be sure to chat it with you guys. Again, follow me on Instagram. My name on Instagram is Life with Shariah. I will leave it right here or right here. And so you guys can follow me on my journey. I don't really post about me being in San Diego, so this is like my first video explaining where I am. So yes, we are officially San Diegans, and we are loving it. So yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram. Again, if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. I would really, really appreciate it. Thumbs up this video if you'd like to see more content revolving around San Diego. I am so excited, you guys, to bring you guys more content, especially, you know, just vlogs and things like that, because I've kind of been holding off, to be honest. I really have. But I have so much more in store for you guys to see, and let's explore San Diego together. If you are watching this video and you live in San Diego, drop a comment down below, and, you know, we can chat it up. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.